Hello, everyone. Welcome to Yo, You Like That, the internet talk show where I bring on guests of the VTubing and content creating variety, and we talk about something that they enjoy, something they love, something they cherish, something that is fun, and they want to share it with you. You should be so lucky. You should all be honored. It is that kind of show, that kind of place, and you are here today, and I thank you for it so much. We have an awesome guest here today. Let's go ahead and introduce JayBeingNatural. JB, and how you doing today?
Hey there, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. And we're going to be talking about something that's a hell of a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about retro gaming. Yo, games are fun,
Yeah,
right? I like
games are
games.
definitely fun. You're right.
But retro games are like a special breed of gaming in and of itself. How if like a normal plebeian went up to you and asked, what do you mean when you say retro gaming?" How would you respond?
I'd say retro gaming is something right about by like your birth period or a little bit before that. Like for me, I was born in the early '90s, so I say something like from the NES onward or NES onward to like the I'd say like the PlayStation 3 era, considering its age. So
Okay.
like from Atari to the PS3 360 era, I consider retro. Although some people would argue with that.
So some people would argue, but I always like for like my rule of thumb, like if it's like three consoles back, to me it's retro. it's
Yeah, it's close enough for me. Yes.
let's see, how did you kind of like realize you were like drawn to like retro gaming? Because a lot of once a new system comes out, usually support for an older system usually like dies almost instantly.
Well, yeah, I'd say like I'm drawn to that sort of thing by like well, depending on the game, it's also the price as well. It's sometimes cheaper like to get a bunch of games that like you remembered fondly from your youth. In some cases, of course, nowadays there's also like multiple five-digit prices. I'd say depending on the rarity of the game.
Oh yeah, we'll get to those later. That's for sure. Yeah, no, I remember whenever like the 3DS came out, I would often like tell a lot of people, it's like, hey, Nintendo DS games are going pretty cheap. You can get yourself a good library for your 3DS, just going back and getting the old like Nintendo DS stuff.
Oh yeah, backwards compatibility is like a major factor for me as well.
Was there a specific system that you like started off like your retro gaming? Like where did where you where
I
you
would say the PS1, Nintendo 60, PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64 era.
Oh, that's a good era. Those are good games.
Mhm.
People sleep on that era, but like the library of those games, it was astounding, and there were so many good hits. There are some misses for sure, but it
Mhm.
was definitely more of like an era where a lot more effort was being like kind of like put into all games, and the shovelware that existed wasn't as like blatantly shovelware at the time.
Right. Yeah, it's especially you could tell like even in these earlier eras, like even when you compare it to the gaming of today, like how much love and care was put into most of the stuff. Of course, there was still the shovelware that was prevalent today, but with like I'd say like 70% of the games out there, you could tell there was a passion for it,
Oh no,
not like
definitely
just
agreed.
pushed out there to make money.
Yeah, it really goes to show like there were a lot more like smaller developers that the publishers were all working with. It wasn't so much there were only like the five big publishers. You would see like random game companies like that eventually would all get absorbed by the bigger companies in the end.
Hmm.
But people working for their Activisions and their Konamis, and everyone just making games and having a good time and not worried about them getting fired for making such a great game.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
when
you're
you
right.
when
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say. So when you compare like retro to modern, like what are like some of the probably like the key differences in like game feel? Do you kind of feel is was what you find appealing to them?
Well, I guess one thing would be like it is sort of like a visual aspect. Some people prefer like 16-bit, or I guess in the era 32 to 64-bit gaming. It's just it looks like a simpler, so to speak. Not that the gameplays can be simple, although they can be. It's just it feels that way. You feel like a sense of comfort. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
it, it's just like a type of game that makes you feel like you can pick up and play right away, or like it's it's like I call it easy to play, hard to master sort of thing.
Oh no, I totally agree. Like retro games definitely have like a different vibe when you play them to where you almost have to like work a bit harder, but the reward of like achieving something and like completing something in it just feels like it makes the kid in you kind of jump up and go, "Yeah, I did it. I'm the best."
Right, and it's of course during that it's that era as well. Like even if you didn't have to go online to search it, you had to buy strategy guides to get the help you needed. Or
Strategy guides also feel so retro. You don't get strategy guides anymore. But honestly,
no,
even
no,
if
you don't.
even if you did, the game would probably already be updated so much that like it
Right.
wouldn't matter. I used to own what was it, the Street Fighter 4 strategy guide and the Dark Souls 2 strategy guide. And
Oh yeah.
by the time like Street Fighter 4, the third version came out, the arcade edition, I guess, and Dark Souls Scholar of the First Sin or two, yeah, Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. Those guys were fucking worthless. Like no, there was nothing in there. That is right. It's like frame data, no. Character matchups, no. Item locations, no.
Just have to figure it out for yourself.
Just good luck, good luck and Godspeed.
Right.
One thing I kind of liked about retro gaming is like you'll usually find like a group or a community kind of like followed around one because at the time the internet didn't have all of the answers. You actually had to like ask your friends or go online and look up like forums. It's like, hey, how did y'all do this? How did y'all fight this boss? How did y'all beat this puzzle? And it was a lot. It was a lot of kind of like reaching out and like finding people that like the same things.
Right.
I remember when I was young in Sonic 3 in the carnival stage, that damn barrel. That barrel
Mm.
made me so mad growing up. And I would ask all my friends, like, can y'all get past the barrel? And they're like, nah, I usually either can't make it to the barrel or the barrel stops me.
Oh
And then,
no.
and then lo and behold, when I'm older and I replay it, I'm like, oh, you used the D pad. There is nothing in
Right.
the game that teaches you that you're supposed to use the D pad, but I'll be damned. I'll be damned if that game doesn't just like pull that out of nowhere. And you're like, why?
I get that. I never got to that area of Sonic 3, so I didn't deal with that area of frustration. I was lucky
Eh,
enough to get to that point later in life.
yes. Oh man, I remember when Demon Souls first came out. Like no one was prepared for Demon Souls. That was a whole bunch of people getting together and being like, "Hey, how do you play this game?" And then like everyone would have their own initial secrets and stuff that they found out. That was before like the Vati videos and all the like super breakdowns that people do nowadays. But oh man, Demon Souls was a game of itself.
Mm. Yeah, I think I played that. The rare instance I played the remake first. I didn't play the PS3 version of the game.
The PS3 version feels a bit different. It definitely has that that kind of like retro jank in regards that we were
Hmm.
talking about earlier. But the
Yeah.
remake is still a good remake. They're definitely very polished for sure. Ada
Yeah.
ada race ada.
Yeah, it was mostly because I didn't have a PS3 until they redesigned it to make it a slimmer model,
Oh, I
and then
hate
they
the
made it
slim
cheaper.
PS3s.
Well, I like the slim PS3s. The ultra slims though, that's the problem.
Oh, okay, yeah, the ultra slim with like the top loader, like that, like those
Right.
aren't good. But the regular slim
No,
is
no.
fine. I still have an old,
Yeah.
I have an old fat body PS3 that can play PS2 games.
Yeah, I
I feel
need
like that's
to.
like a treasure.
I've been looking for. I've seen a couple of those. I just need to save the money to get those.
There you go. Oh man, have you ever like looked at like the Dreamcast library? You'll find so
Oh,
many games that are just like on that console trapped forever, and they're just amazing.
that's. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm glad there's like a greater trend towards like preservation, or at least trying to bring them to newer consoles. That's appreciated at least.
Oh, for sure. I remember when the Dreamcast like finally died. Like Nintendo stepped up and ported so many of their games to the GameCube, like Skies of
I remember that.
Arcadia, the Sonic Adventure series. What was the other one? Fantasy Star Online was a big one.
Yeah, they
That
also
took the
did.
GameCube by storm.
Ooh, yeah, they also did that for Xbox too. A few of their games got ported to the Xbox as well.
That's right. They also got
Uh,
Fantasy Star too, and
yeah, they got
what was
Fantasy
it?
Star, they got Panzer
They got
Dragoon,
they got
Jet Set
Shenmue
Radio,
too.
hmm Jet
I
Set
forgot.
Radio, Sega GT, Crazy Taxi, Toe Jam, and Earl. Those that got ported to the Xbox.
I remember Toe Jam and Earl. There was that Xbox exclusive, the third Toe Jam and Earl they that's not called Toe Jam and Earl 3. And then later the
Right.
creators are like, "We're gonna make Toe Jam and Earl 3." It's like y'all already did. Y'all forgot. It's like I'm playing Bubsy right now, and like I just finished Bubsy 2, and it's like there was a third Bubsy game for the Jaguar exclusively before they made Bubsy 3D. So it was like, so that's technically
yeah,
Bubsy 3, and Bubsy 3D is Bubsy 4. But they're making a
yeah, that
Bubsy 4D, and it's like the naming conventions kind of go all over the place.
everywhere. I remember reading about that. Yeah.
One thing that was always a seeing something growing up back in the old like video game stores was games that had like the off naming conventions, like your Final Fantasy 2 and 3 was really 4 and 6.
hmm
There's a lot more like Americanization of like the titles and of the box art. Like Breath of Fire games had a very like anime feeling, like here are all the characters box art. But in America, they had like this like Conan the Barbarian looking motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
It's like, yeah, look at He Man. He's fighting dragons, wielding swords. This game is going to be so cool. And then you play the game and you're just like this little anime boy. And it's like, wait, what?
I feel like a lot of retro gaming was like that, especially during the Atari Nintendo era.
Oh, yeah, no, you could never tell what a game was from an Atari box art. Like, you just had to,
No.
you had to pray. You had to spend your money and pray.
You have to use your imagination, sort of thing.
Order, 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 order. Oh yeah, no. I think lately they've actually done really good, like porting a lot of like the old Atari games. Although I've never really picked up one of the collections because they have so many different collections. They have like the Atari Collection
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, or pick up the 50th anniversary one, which has a whole bunch of stuff.
Right. Yeah, I've seen those.
That said, though, I think what I want to see are more of like the Nintendo retro stuff coming back, like the Disney Afternoon collection that's got like Darkwing
Yeah.
Duck, Chip and Dale, Ducktales. Like I really like that
Exactly.
one. That one's a lot of fun to just pick up and play. The
Oh, that's cool.
Jurassic Park games. I think they're
Oh yeah,
either
those.
already delisted or is about to be delisted, but they had a collection of games come out, and
Yeah,
that
I
was
saw a
like
trailer for
really
that.
cool. 'Cause I
Oh
remember
yeah.
like renting those when I was young and like not knowing what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, that's a mood.
Well, one thing about like retro gaming was like if you didn't have the instruction booklet, sometimes you were just left to your own devices.
Right. You, it gave like all the details that you need for that for it, but sometimes people just even today they disregard all the instructional stuff and just wing it, so to speak.
Yeah, and that's why we get people that can't finish the tutorial in Cuphead,
Exactly.
even though it's written on the screen what to do.
It's yeah, it's right there. Jump, please.
Just jump, just freaking jump. I remember, oh, what was it? I think it was the first Fear Effect. I got like cheap from a game store, and I
Okay.
tried playing it, and I didn't know how to move. I didn't know how to shoot. I didn't know like how to move my character at all. And then like move two screens, I get shot and die. I'm like, huh. I think I'm gonna have to do a bit more research on this than just jumping in and going nuts.
No, I get it. I felt the same way when I played when I rented Final Fantasy VII way back when. I just
Oh yeah, no.
I'm
If you never touch an RPG, Like FF7 is gonna kind of blow your mind.
It did. I mean, my only experience was Pokemon, but even then, I
You,
just use attack moves all the time.
yeah, I was gonna say I was never good at the like strategy part of Pokemon where you know you do your defense downs and your attack ups and your status effects. I was more like glass cannon all the way. But yeah, go
Right.
Hydro Pump, go Fire Blast. Please, please don't miss. Please don't miss.
Exactly.
I want to say one system that definitely has probably like the biggest library is the PS2. Oh, I love the PS2 so much.
Oh yeah, I love it too. I still find games at my local shop from time to time that I buy whenever I can, of course.
It had so many games of all the different like genres too, and it even had like some of the best. What is it? Like the best RPGs in general. Like it's got like so many of those, but also had a lot of like fun like arcade beat 'em ups. Like it had the trilogy of the 2004 TMNT video games.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
Like those were rad. It
Hmm.
had some Castlevania on it. It had what else? It had two Final Fantasies. Well, three if you count 11, but getting the PS2 hooked up online was a bit before its time. But still, they had
Exactly.
Resident Evil Outbreak, which you could play online.
Oh
I know
yeah,
I know Dreamcast was the first one that started the online craze, but like PS2 really
right.
tried hard to try and like piggy bank off of that.
Yeah, they just had the better resources, I guess.
You know what? Yes, I definitely believe that. But it's funny that you know when you buy FF11, it would give you a hard drive to put all that data on, because
Hmm.
there's no way all that was going to fit on a single DVD.
No, especially with what it could do ahead of time.
Sadly, like a lot of the PS2 games, those like developers and stuff like no longer exist. So a lot of those games are lost to the wind, never to be seen again. At
Right.
two, at
Unfortunately.
at two video games at two. Pour one out.
Uh,
So I know in this day and age it's kind of a taboo topic, but what's your take on utilizing emulators over hardware?
emulators, I do tend to use them as much as well, not as much as what's the term I'm looking for? Like I use it like regularly, I should say, because most of the time, like it says, it's the only way you can get some of these games without breaking your bank or
I
taking out a
agree.
mortgage, so to speak.
Oh no, totally. The level of cost just to get into retro gaming, like get the individual hardware, is like bananas through the roof.
Hmm.
One thing I like is the analog company where they make their is it HDCP or HDCP consoles. Like I have
Yeah.
their Super Nintendo version and their 64 console,
Oh
and
wow.
it just helps out so much being able to play because not only can they play regular games, they can also play import games too.
Oh yeah, that's big.
So now I can play my Japanese copy of Mario Kart 64 because for some reason I have one of those randomly. I don't know why, but hey.
No, that I get that. But I don't think I ever really got into the import games because I've just had the consoles straight from the North American versions.
Oh no, I hear you. I have a few import games. I've got I think most of them are for the PS3 though. I've got
Mm,
Another Century Episode. I've got Gundam versus Boost. Not Maxi Boost, but the one before that one. And I got that anime Lost Planet game. I forget what it's called, but it said it takes place in the Lost Planet universe, but it's all like anime.
yeah, see, I don't think we've had that in North America.
No, we didn't get it. Oh no, there's another game I played. It was Kyotoshi. Basically, it was one of those like disaster report games. But
Oh, okay.
the city was getting attacked by like Godzilla and Evangelion and
Oh, dang.
Ultraman. Actually streamed that. That game was wild.
Oh, wow.
That was an experience. Let me tell you.
Okay. I'll have to check it out then.
One thing that's really cool that is getting more popular lately is the modding of hardware. The Dreamcast I've got a GDMU memory card reader plugged directly into the console itself, and
Mm.
I even switched out the power supply, and oh my god, it runs like a dream. So I still get
Oh,
the
really?
joy of playing it like on like original hardware,
Oh, nice.
but I get the
Yeah.
ease of like just having like a memory card.
Or those VMUs, yeah.
Yeah, so stuff like that is actually becoming pretty big. I know
Hmm.
a lot of online sites are modding like what was I saw? I saw PlayStation Ones being upgraded with a similar thing, like a card reader.
Mm.
Thing for PS2s that you can't like make it a card reader, but you can like the hard drive plug-in that was like originally for FF11. You can
Yeah.
put in like a hard drive with games, and you can play it off of that.
Oh, okay.
People are working on some things to make if you're lucky enough to still own like an older console, able to
Oh, yeah.
be able to play a lot of the games. And of course, it's so easy to mod a 3DS. Let's just be honest with ourselves. It's so easy.
Well, if I ever get a 3DS, I'll consider it. I did have like a modded Xbox like 20 years ago. An original
Oh,
Xbox, for the record. It had like a few, and it had like a lot of console stuff like logged in, like Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Neo Geo. Even
Neo Geo, yeah, let's go.
they even had a
Fatal
Crazy
Frame,
Taxi
baby.
3 installed into the system, and even had like the ability to use the Xbox's DVD player without the need for that remote accessory.
I forgot all about that remote. Holy crap! Good times, good times. Man,
Indeed.
Xbox One. If there was any other system that could play Dino Crisis 3, I don't know of it.
Well, that's good at least.
But sadly, like even buying an original Xbox right now is gonna like hit you at least like 150, $175.
Yeah, that's about the price I was going for when I last went.
It's so depressing. It's like I want to be able to buy all these games. I have a retro game store in my town, and like all the walls, all four walls, are just like stacked with like libraries of games, and it's like I don't have the console. Well, I probably do have the console, but I don't have the money to be able to buy a lot of these because the prices of them just keep going up.
Yeah, my area's got like a whole like cordoned off section for like sealed games that goes for like full prices still.
Oh yeah,
Even some for like
you're
hundred
not
dollars. Yeah.
a I was gonna say you're not a used game store unless you have a $1,000 copy of Kuon in your locked case.
Exactly.
Like no one's ever gonna buy it, but you just have to have it listed there for that price, just so people know how big of a dick you got. I've never even seen Kuon get played, but hey, it was from software, so you know it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I never played it either, or seen people play it even.
I remember the first time I started seeing like retro games kind of jump up in price were like the classic horror games, like your Fatal Frame 3, your Rule of
Mm,
Rose, and what was another one? Haunting Ground. I saw them like jump to over like $100 easily when the PS2 was still out. Like
mm,
like it was one of those things where they jumped up in price like instantly just because of the low print number of the copies.
right. Yeah, I noticed that sort of thing too. It's just sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Derail, derail, hit the brakes.
uh well, they are like still at least my genre of games that I usually focus on, the sports and the races. They do tend to mostly stick around the under $20 range, which is good for me. But if I wanted to branch out, like for example, I'd have to really pay up.
True. I forget if it's gone down recently, but I saw there was a spike in price for Blitz the League 2 for PS3. Yo,
Oh,
Blitz the League is super fun. You get
yeah, I've
those
seen.
bone crunches and organ squishes, and you can play without being any good at sports games because everything just usually runs on like two buttons.
That's classic Blitz for you. They kept the same style throughout the entire run,
Hell yeah, it's a good old
all the way
time.
back in like 1998.
Played that on the original 64, original Blitz. Let's go. Oh man. Have you I don't know if your retro game store has them. Luckily mine doesn't, but I have gone to like a card store that's got some of these graded retro games. What's your take
I
on those?
mm, Graded retro games. Well, it's at least keeping the game self preserved. I don't really have much of an opinion on the grading system since I never really had graded.
No, I feel you. I like that. It's keeping the game fresh. All right, you don't want the game to get moldy. It's got a
Hmm.
nice like airtight seal going there. I mean, sure,
Hmm.
you can't play the game, but you can hold it, look at it, and be like, "Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying holding this game, baby.
Maybe one day it'll be worth something.
Maybe one day it'll be worth something." Uh, no, there are a couple of videos going on, or at least there were. Um, about how like the whole like gaming or the grading retro games is actually just like a big kind of like scam that people like just basically sell between each other just to
Mhm.
inflate prices and like try and like get suckers to buy them.
Yeah, yeah, I think I heard of something like that.
Like it's so depressing because people could be playing those games and now I have to take a hammer to free them. I have to free them all.
That's a different kind of collecting.
Hell yeah. So what are some like just like your favorite retro games? Like if you had to give me like a top 5. You can take your
Top
time.
five retro games.
You can take your time and think about it. But what would you say like your top 5 are?
Hmm. Well, I do have a lot of options available. They're straight out of there. I do. Can I go in like no particular order
No,
or?
but no particular order. Just you just five favorite ones. Doesn't have to be like your top
Well,
favorite.
I did have a fun experience back in my youth with Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon from Insomniac Games.
Oh, I haven't played Spyro 3 yet. I've played 1 and 2 recently on the channel, but I haven't gotten to 3. Is 3 fun?
Oh, oh yeah, 3 is pretty fun. It does introduce a bunch of side characters and different mini games to play. So
Cool,
it does like try
cool.
to mix up the gameplay.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, wow. Okay, I need to actually take the time to be able to like fit that into the schedule because
Well, yeah,
I
well,
would
like
love to play
the
it.
core gameplay is the same, but they just added like new side characters to play as
Oh yeah,
and new
no,
mini games to play. Mhm.
you gotta have all of Sonic's friends there, so that way you have like
Yeah,
your
it
diving
pretty
mini
much is.
game,
It's kind of like that. Yeah,
your tank mini game, your snowboarding mini game.
yeah. Another one I enjoy. I think I have. You cannot. For me, the racer in me has to absolutely go back every time to Gran Turismo 4 for the PlayStation 2.
Oh, 4 was so good, yo. Four was
It
like it
just.
came out and it also like lasted such a long time in the PS2's era. Like
Mhm.
GTA 5 was such a initial mistake on the PS3 that they had to like re-release it like 2 or 3 times. But Gran
Mhm.
Turismo 4 was just like solid. It's like they knew what they were doing with this game.
It just feels like a complete encyclopedia of that era of the automobile.
So many cars. Chat, do y'all like cars? Put what car you like in the chat. Let me know what kind of cars you like.
Oh wow! For me, I can't go wrong with what was it? Well, I dang. I like I did enjoy the looks of the old Honda S2000s.
Hey, there you go. That's a good pick.
I also like those Toyota Celicas.
Oh, I was gonna say Toyota.
But yeah, there was
Yeah,
just a lot to that game.
there was, and it felt so real.
Mm-hmm. Should maybe give myself a wheel one of these days to finally do it. Finally play a game, play it on a wheel, driving wheel in hills and
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah. You could pretend you're that guy from the Gran Turismo movie. I was about to say video
Movie,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, the movie.
All right. Well, number three, I think I kind of also enjoyed. Oh, what was it? Well, of course, I do like. I did have a lot of fun with Sonic the Hedgehog 1, of course.
Okay, like original Sonic one.
Well, was it Sonic 1? No, I think it was actually 2 that I remember the most.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. If I had a top five, Sonic 2 would be in there for me as well.
Yeah, I think it was one of my first experiences playing a video game, actually, now that I think about it.
Oh wow.
But it's
Babby
going hazy
JBN
after
playing
35 years.
Babby JBN playing that Sonic, doing them loop de loops.
Oh, yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, I probably can. Number four. Hmm. Another 3 game. I liked Crash Bandicoot Warped for the PlayStation 1.
Wheel Crash Bandicoot 3 is solid. I often find myself torn between do I like 2 better or do I like 3 better? Because they're both just like so good.
Mm-hmm.
I played 2 first, which is probably why I'm a bit more drawn to it. But I really like
That
the
makes
like
sense.
the jet ski parts in 3. I think the jet ski parts are really fun.
Yeah, the jet skis, the motorcycles, the airplanes, the. Oh, yeah, that was it.
Did you ever play the original Crash 4 Wrath of Cortex?
Wrath of Cortex. I think I rented that, but I don't think I played much of it.
That game has like almost as many like gimmick stages, like mini game stages, like airplane and like mecha and or like a ball rolling. Then it
Mm-hmm.
has like actual like real stages. It's like you could tell this game was made on a budget and rushed.
Yeah, they just had to try to keep the license, I guess.
Oh no, wait, yeah, they actually had just changed the license to Universal, so that's what it was. It wasn't the original Naughty Dog people
No, I
working
think
on
it
it
was
anymore.
no, I think it was Universal from the first 4 games until Activision got it.
No, it was Naughty Dog for the first 3, the Uncharted people.
Well, yeah, they developed it, but it was I think it was Universal that published it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
They published the first 4 games, at least in North America. It was the developer that changed. They went
Yeah,
from Naughty
yeah.
Dog to Traveler's Tales.
So weird. Traveler's Tales is now stuck on Lego games forever. Poor guys.
Pretty much forever, yeah. Let's see. My, for number 5, what would that be? Uh, I'm probably gonna have to. What was it? It's always escaping me. Like when I have to try to think of a specific one.
I know it's like a thought that's just right in reach, but it keeps like wisping away, like it's made of smoke. It's like, go, get back here.
I'll actually go with one of my favorite licensed games, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yo, that one rocks.
It was one of the ones that I remember the most. Like I think it was like a one that I could actually remember finishing in as a teenager.
Yeah, no, that game was solid as fuck. It's like for like a Mario 64 like platformer where you got to collect all the
Yeah,
shinies.
collectathon, exactly.
Yo, that game is like fire, like without a doubt.
Hmm.
Didn't they? I think they did a remake of it very recently.
Yeah, that's they did that like 4 or 5 years ago, I think,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
and
yeah.
it gave the developers at least enough confidence to do a couple of games on their own now.
That's good. That's what you need nowadays. It's confidence, because otherwise, whenever like the work dries up, you just cry.
Yeah, I enjoyed the one they did previously, the Cosmic Shake, and I'm just waiting for the newer one to get on sale on PlayStation Plus.
I need to go back and play some of those older SpongeBob's. I remember. I think I heard good things about the movie game, the one that was based off the
Oh
movie.
yeah, the movie game is good. It's pretty much I would say like it's about on the same level as Battle for Bikini Bottom. It helps that it's from the same developers,
Once you have a
so
good
that makes
formula, don't ruin it. You hear that, Sega? Stop reinventing Sonic. Just make Sonic and just keep making Sonic. Stop trying to change it. No, that's a good list of 5 games. I'm gonna throw out a random one here for you. Have you ever heard of Plock?
Clock. No, I don't think I've heard of that one.
So Plock is a platform on the Super Nintendo where you play as the titular character Plock, and the way he attacks is kind of like Rayman. He throws his fists and legs at the opponents to try and hit
Oh
them.
wow.
But what's funny is that the more you get hit, the more you lose your limbs. So you can eventually just be like a torso and a head trying to hop through the stage.
Wow.
It's such like a wild, like unbelievable game. Like no one talks about Plock. Like it's not gonna win any rewards. It's never gonna get an HD remake. But like I rented it once, and for some reason it stays rent free in my head. Uh, and it's so weird because the game will start off with you just trying to get to the end of the stage because like you're looking for your flag and stuff, and then by like
Mhm.
stage 7, suddenly it turns into like Metroid 2 where you're going through the stage trying to find all the flea eggs and then killing all the fleas. It's like there are 6 fleas in the stage. Go kill them. It's like what we were just looking for underpants a little while ago. What's all this flea business about?
Well, okay. Now, that's kind of the fun thing about that era too, is that there's just so much creativity that you can have in a game.
Yes. Oh. Have you ever played Dynamite Heady?
Dynamite Heavy? No, I don't think I have.
Oh, that's another good platformer I would recommend. Basically, it's you're like a toy guy, and like your head can turn into different like things like a hammer or a bomb, or like it can go invisible, and you basically like launch the head and it comes back, and it's so crazy. Treasure Studios. I don't know if you know Treasure Studios, but they made Dynamite Heady. And
Yeah.
they make some wild games like Gunstar Heroes. I think it was Alien Blaster, Mischief Makers. I think
Okay,
they
I think I
made. I
did
think they
hear of
made.
Mischief Makers.
I think they made Sin and Punishment as well.
Oh, an interesting juxtaposition there.
Yeah, no, like they make a lot of crazy stuff. A lot of it feels like it's very like almost like shmup based, but basically it's just a lot of big action, like high octane feels.
Okay.
So if people like talking or looking at like retro gems, I've got a good bit in my pocket I could throw out there that probably no one's ever heard of.
I bet you could.
Oh man, what would you actually say is probably like a good hopping on point if someone wanted to kind of like start retro gaming? Would you recommend a particular system like the PS1 or?
uh, I would say, yeah, I would recommend a PlayStation 1, mostly because you're kind of getting slightly bigger games that you would get on a console system like a Nintendo 64 or a Super Nintendo. If you can get
Okay,
past the initial, you can get past the load times, there's actually some good experiences you can get on that sort of console.
load
Plus,
times.
yeah, the load times are the downside, but there's also like they were the first. It's the first console to have the modern controller, two thumbstick sort of setup back in like
Oh
1997.
yeah, you don't realize how much you miss the twin joysticks until you try and play like Crash 1 on a basic controller.
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
Oh, that would
ow,
be
my
that was
thumb,
like torture.
my thumb, it hurts so much.
Or if you play like a handheld system, like a GBA or Game Boy Advance or a PlayStation Portable.
Oh man, have you ever held a Jaguar controller?
I think like at a few garage. I think like at a garage sale or two, I've held onto one of those controllers.
The middle button, like the B button, it's got like a indentation, like a little like pokey thing in it, and it hurts. Like after a while, like to like play it, it's like, why are you poking into my thumb? Game, I'm trying to play you effectively.
That sounds like torture.
It's how they get you. It's being branded. You're branded a Jaguar fan.
I could see that sort of thing. Wasn't it similar for like a Nintendo 64 controller as well?
Oh yeah, no, like if you had like the middle of your palm, just like all of the layers of skin just shredded. It's like, yeah, you played Mario Party 1. You know who
Yeah.
you are. It's like the
Oh,
stigmata
it's
or whatever it's called.
whatever it's called. Yeah.
Jesus died on the cross so that we could play Mario Party better.
That makes sense to me.
He wasn't nailed in. Those were just like Nintendo 64 control sticks.
It was
Like,
just really indented Nintendo 64 thumbsticks.
yeah. I know I know I'm going to hell. It's okay. Oh man, good times, good times.
Good
You
times.
know, whenever you like start those up on the Switch, they actually tell you don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
It won't help you win any better.
No, it doesn't help anymore from what I've seen.
Not anymore. So one good thing we were talking about it a bit earlier, with like a lot of the retro games getting like collections and stuff. Like Konami has ported like nearly all of their classic Castlevania games. Capcom does like the Mega Man collections, and Limited Run seems to be making a new like a collections thing like every other day. It feels like. How do you
Mhm.
feel about these collections as far as like, do you feel like they're good for preservation, or do you feel like you'd rather want someone else doing them besides limited run games? I know limited run games make it like for some reason piss a lot of people off.
Yeah, they're kind of a mixed bag depending on what kind of game it is, really. But in the end, I think it would if it's done properly, it is a good like sort of preservation method. I do like enjoy what some of those companies do. Like they do try to take some of these obscure games and keep them alive, or in the case of Aspire, they try to take well-known IPs and try to keep some of their spin-off games alive.
Yeah, Aspire is so
Well,
weird because they got the rights for what was it like Coder 2, like Knights of the Old Republic 2, and they were like, we're gonna add the lost content, and then like a year and a half later, they're like, we can't add the lost content, sorry. And then everyone got
mhm.
mad, and then they found out like another year and a half later, it's like Disney said we couldn't do it. It's like, what?
I'm surprised they couldn't get that done.
Yeah,
They
it was
contacted
such a
them.
damn shame. It was such a damn shame. Like Coder 2 is like one of the best Xbox games, and it didn't get finished.
Right. They still technically they're supposed to still be working on a Coder 1 remake, and that still hasn't even gotten anything.
Oh, that game's never coming out.
I doubt it. At this point, I doubt it's coming out.
Like they said, they gave it to like a new developer, and that they're starting from scratch. In my head, I'm like, yeah, and Ubisoft is gonna make a Beyond Good and Evil 2, sure.
Hmm. It's been too long. We need something more. Hopefully,
Oh
the last hope is this summer.
man, Ubisoft canceled that Prince of Persia remake. I was really looking forward to the
Hmm.
Forgotten Sands.
Yeah, the Sands of Time. Yeah,
Oh, Sands of Time, yeah, that one. It's like that one was a damn good game. I would have loved to have played like a touched up version of that.
yeah. I remember playing a demo of it, and it looked interesting. It had a good mechanic,
It's a lot
but
of
I never
fun.
got around
The
to.
the, the
Yeah, I never
second
got
one of the
around to it.
trilogy is a bit harder because it's
Mm,
got some like not like leap of faith, but you really have to like rack your brain trying to figure out the best way to get through some of those stages. But yeah,
right.
no. Prince of Persia, he needs a collection. Go.
Hmm.
Well, I guess they did get a trilogy on the PS3. The PS3 actually surprisingly had a lot of like good combination collection discs for posterity. They had
Yeah, I've
Ratchet
seen
and
a few of those.
Clank, God of War, Sly Cooper. What was another one?
They had Jack and Daxter,
Jack and
Killzone.
Daxter, Killzone. Yes, Killzone 2, so fucking good. I
I
played,
only
I
ever
played,
had it.
I played so
Oh,
much
you go ahead.
Killzone 2 online. I played so much of it online that I actually was in. For 1 month, I was in like in the top 5 ranked of like people playing it.
Oh,
Like,
dang.
like I played the shit out of Killzone 2. It was only for 1 month that I got that,
Well,
but it was a damn good month.
yeah, I'd say it's a good month. Yeah, I only ever played Shadowfall and the PSP one. I forget which one.
Liberation.
Yeah, that's it.
I know which one you're talking about. Liberation is weird because it's got a DLC for the ending of the game that I don't even know if you can download anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it's on the modern re-releases.
No, I don't think so either. That's another hard thing about when games come out. Like once support stops for them, it's like, what about updates and patches? Like what if you bought Asura's Wrath and you couldn't buy and download the final episode, the final chapter? What would you do with your life? Live with the crappy ending? No.
No, that's awful.
You
I
go
wouldn't want
online
to
and
live through
watch.
that.
You go online and watch Maximilian Dude play it. There you go. No, that's the
Yeah,
answer.
that'd be easier. Yeah.
The answer to preservation is clearly streamers and YouTubers. We are keeping these games alive through.
We have a duty to fulfill.
We it is a destiny.
Exactly. We have to do our jobs. It's why we play these retro games in the first place.
That's right. We keep retro gaming so we can retro game further onward. Oh my god, official PlayStation Home. Don't you're aging me there. PlayStation Home was
uh,
such a weird bullshit thing. I mean, I feel like it just turned into a creepy sex thing after a few years.
dang. Okay. Oh, dang it. I never heard of it like that. I only got into PlayStation Home in like the last month. I think like the last month or so of its run. I mean.
Yeah, no. There was really like no point to it. Like it was supposed to be this cool like Sims like make your own pad and invite people in kind of thing.
Hmm.
And then if
Yeah, I
that was
remember
your
that.
jam, that's okay. But I mean, it just wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the time investment or the money.
Nah, I enjoyed what little time I did spend with it. Like, and I didn't spend much because I didn't have too much internet. I could only get whatever internet I could at my grandparents' house whenever I
That's
visited them.
that is fair. They probably still have the wired internet connection. Got phone
Oh
calls got to
no,
be phone
no, they had
calls got to be
Wi-Fi.
made.
It's just
Oh, they did.
they just
Okay.
yeah, they had Wi-Fi. We didn't. My house didn't have the Wi-Fi.
Oh no. Now it took a while for my house to get internet as well. It was one of those things where, at least back in the day, like it was only the wired internet. So
Right.
like, so it wasn't really like the jam. But then once we got upgraded, like, boom, I could finally play Diablo 2 online. Game changer. All right. Well, we are at the point of the show where we can take questions from the audience. Audience, if you have any questions for JBN or me or any of the topics we have discussed, feel free to put them
Sorry
into
about
the
that.
chat.
Sorry
We
about
are
that.
no apologies, only
I think
questions.
I accidentally hung. I guess I accidentally hung up.
Oh, I couldn't tell. So
I'm sorry, but yeah, like I was trying to say, that era is like it confused me the concept of updating when that generation of gaming came about.
yeah, no for sure. So we're going to be taking some questions from the audience. First question from official. So what was your favorite game? For me, it's going to be the first Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo.
Uh, I guess that would put one of the games on my top five in the number one then. It probably would have to be Gran Turismo 4. That to
That's
me
a
there
good
was
choice.
nothing as complete as that.
That's a good choice. That's a good game. Good thing about a favorite game is like it always like lives for you forever. Like I played Mega Man X1 so much that like the stages are kind of like mapped in my head now. I feel bad because I would love to be able to like experience the game fresh again. Maybe
Hmm.
maybe one day like Capcom will do like a restart A retcon, a remake version of Mega Man X, and then they'll change up the stages, and I'll get to enjoy that one. Kind of like what they're doing with
Yeah,
Resident Evil, all those remakes.
right.
But
Yeah, those are
alas,
unfortunately. Hopefully, we'll be able to experience that sort of thing.
let's see. Oh yeah, Pokemon Red and Blue are considered pretty retro now. Have you
That's
did you play any of the older ones, or did you hop in around the Game Boy Advance era?
I played like the first, I want to say, three generations from Red and Blue to Ruby Sapphire.
Oh, okay.
Until then,
Uh,
I think after that the PS2 took over.
Gotcha. PS2 is so good. PS2 has so many
Hmm.
good games.
uh, what was I thinking about? No, again.
Let's see. That looks about it for any questions. JBN, go ahead and let the audience know, what do you have planned coming up? What do you got in mind for streams or games coming?
All right. Well, I'm probably gonna put up a new YouTube video in about 15 minutes.
That's
I took a
good.
look
That's good.
at one of the I took a look at the first NASCAR Heat game on the PlayStation 4, NASCAR Heat Evolution.
Oh wow.
Uh, I believe Friday I'm going to be continuing my Let's Play of Disney Pixar's Cars, the video game.
Cars one?
Not sure if Cars 1, yes.
Yeah, nice.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish that game on Friday, but we'll definitely be getting through a bit of it. What else? I do have a few other games coming out in the meanwhile. I got some recordings done and going to be. I guess I'll tell you guys. I've been working on few other racing games that I found in my local retro game store.
Yeah,
Uh,
Annette Corso, let's go.
no, it's 360 racing games. Project Gotham Racing series. Oh, wait,
Oh, okay.
I think I looked at 1 and 2. I need to look at 4, but I did record gameplay of 3. I took a look
Nice.
at Ridge Racer 6 for the Xbox 360, as well as NASCAR 2011. I still got a couple more other games from the shop I need to look at. Mostly sports games.
Sounds good. And it
But
looks like you got Fortnite Wednesday.
yeah, I play Fortnite every Wednesday with DJ.
Nice.
I
Y'all do
think like
good?
every one. Yep.
Sadly, I
Yeah, we
feel
just
like I missed the train on Fortnite. I can never really get into it, but I love like watching people have fun with it. So
that's fine. I get you. I was off of Fortnite for a really long time until like season like chapter like a year or two ago, I think,
okay,
when I tried to get sponsored by them, but it didn't work out.
I know the feeling.
But yeah,
All right.
I'm always trying to work on stuff that, whether it comes from the PlayStation Plus catalog, because my membership. I also try
Hey,
to like.
use it. If you got it, use
Yeah,
it.
I have been using it. I have been using it. I still need to record a couple of games that I have on there from it. What else was
Cool,
I doing?
cool. What else are you doing?
Uh, I usually try to make like these sports games I play, do like CPU versus CPU sort of things. I try to make as best as I can, or as best as the game will allow, to look like a TV broadcast,
Yeah, that's
which
neat.
usually just involves me just putting in commercials and a CPU versus CPU gameplay.
Hey, look, I used to commentate for fan Pokemon Unite tournaments. Sometimes just pretending you're an announcer while the game is going
Oh,
on is content and a lot of fun. So
yeah,
I'm with you there.
that seems to be, well, a good chunk of my content is formed, I guess, or at least a
There
good chunk of my audience.
you go. All right. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on to the show and getting to talk games with me. I love games, and anyone that loves games, it's so much fun to talk with them about what stuff that they love. Let's see. Thursday night, I believe at 8 p.m. CST, we'll be having Maiden Melody on, and we'll be talking about the Professor Layton series. So feel free to stop in and check the show out then.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Besides that, tomorrow's stream we should be doing Bubsy the Furry Fairy Tales, Fractured Furry Tales.
Mm,
So that'll be a
that
thing,
sounds like a good time.
and then Friday we'll be back to God of War 4. So
Ooh, nice.
yes, I'm excited to do that. More boy, boy,
Oh boy. Yeah.
boy. Good times, good times. We're gonna do a stealth raid into someone. Give me 1 second to find someone
Go
to
ahead.
raid real fast. Oh, here we go. Millie is streaming. We're gonna go and raid her and wish her a good stream. JB, and thank you
Sounds
again,
good.
and you have a good rest of the day. Everyone watching, y'all have a lovely day. I'll see all y'all later. Bye, Q.
Bye, everybody.